for Skellige's glory!
Alright, let's go up against the tide of the sea. Or the rage of the sea, whatever. How are we gonna do this? Oh, you are a little too early here. We need some other things to help you out for the time being. So I almost feel comfortable to put you back in deck because it's such a niche combo that I don't think we can comfortably rely on it. So goodbye. And then I think Temerian infantry is also just not good enough at the moment. We do have, what I was looking at there is between the cards we have in hand, the infantry felt like the worst one there. We got 2 soldiers.
Come, brothers, we've naught to fear.
Used to be, I hunted game. Men bring more coin.
This must have been such a mistake in his draft. Like, I can bet you this is not... You know what I just thought about? What if you get this card and restore? Yeah, so anyway, clearly back what I was saying before I said that, because I'm like, if you restore this, this is a huge amount of points. Anyway, what I was saying is, at the moment, we do have 2 soldiers, so the ladder, siege ladder can work. We also do get the Centurion Artificer,
My latest masterpiece.
which we'll just play out now.
Admire.
And I'm going to just hit that. We'll play that out now, and we'll do the on-field light cavalry soon. That, wow, that's actually quite cool. Too bad you can't move enemy units. Is there anything I can do about that? Not really, right? So I think let's not worry about it too much, and let's just get...
Warhawk de Varrier.
Let's just play out our game plan at the moment. Like, so we'll do this. We can also put the damn sorceress in for 2 additional points. But what I want to do here is I want to do a field and cavalry. I want to do sorceress, and I want to do the siege ladder. If I can get all those going this round, I'll be very happy no matter whether we lose or win. We will not only get all our bronzes out of our hand, but honestly, these bronzes, when they work the way they work here...
For the Empire, I will give my life if needed.
I mean, okay. It's that's gonna hit 1 point of armor here. I think it's kind of a waste. But he does get rid of my shield, so now the damn sorceress becomes damned indeed.
We conquered Gesso. These Nordling scum are no better.
We are now falling quite a bit behind, but we are still okay here. We got between the skull and the Renault seal, we're doing pretty good. No, that's actually kind of sucky, because like we didn't have an option to look at. So now, can we take this in 2 rounds, in two turns? Oh, we can. We still have the skull, and because of that, we're still pretty okay to take this. This madman is really... Is there any other way we can do this? Other than Vernier Seal and Skill? I don't think so.
We'll go at 'em together.
I think this is fine. If this forces him to kind of go heavy on the skull and try to remove it, we'll be okay with that. Getting out a piece of removal this early on feels good. The only thing I wish I had now was the Siri. Siri is going to be a complicated card later down the line. I don't feel like I need to win this. Not right now, because to really feel like you want to win this round, I would definitely want to have the Plague Maiden, and I definitely would like to have Siegfried, so
to she troll talk.
We can still take this with a Warseal and something. This will be... I love that. Anyway, this will be 11 points, so it'll put us up to 34. And then we can easily take it with the siege leader. And because we can easily take it with the siege leader later, we could just take it with the siege leader. We can play the siege ladder. What did I say leader? Ladder now. And do that next. I know for opponent might look like, yeah, he can't take this, but we can. We're perfectly fine. So now, unfortunately, we'll play this out here. And I'll just throw down a piece of damage, because... why not? There we go. Okay, good round one. If we do draw Plague Maiden here, and we draw a Siegfried, we will push it. But the Mortrod, it's okay. Here's the Mortrod. That's fine. There's the Plague Maiden. Now we just need the Siegfried. Siegfried. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Let's... okay, you're down for, so you can go first. Unfortunate, huh? Didn't quite get it here. Didn't quite get that combo here, so we pass. So what's between? Let's just check something now. Interesting. Yeah, stop selecting. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7 in the graveyard. We got +3 in the graveyard from our overwhelming hunger, and then maybe anything else he removes in the process. Okay, those are some really good cards. We'll start off with... but we do need the poison package, so we'll keep everything we have right now. And yeah, the Bloody Good Fun seems like the worst card here. Does the Ally of the Ancestors does that have like some kind of meta I'm not aware of? Because the second time I'm seeing it, and usually I feel like the Ale of the Ancestors can be a little slow, but with no artifact removal, this is not too bad, I think, anymore. Very difficult to pick the start here, but let's just do damn sources for one turn. Okay, we do have to keep in mind he needs 1 space on the melee row, he needs 1 space on the range row. Okay, so that's gonna be our poison target.
Oh God, you're like a fish!
So now we have our poison target, so we're good in that front. I think that's gonna be a nice bit of value, so we can now go on and control everything else. So in this situation, depending on what he plays,
the child, return her to me.
a little unfortunate, but okay. Okay, here I am going to just give this the poison now. I want to see what happens. So if he ends up curing the poison, if he has a purify of his own, and okay, he doesn't. So I wanted to make sure that he's got no, that he has no purifies, just because maybe we want to put this in range, purify that, and
Need is best served bloody.
sorry, my mouse slipped. I almost misclicked. Okay, so that's gonna stick around and be poisoned for a while. So what I think we can do now, for the time being, is we can start off with an Eggman play here.
What succession? The throne will be mine.
And I know we're cutting it a little close in terms of Plague Maiden value, but I'm more than sure we're gonna get the space we need, especially with well, the Haymaker Protector doesn't do much.
At last.
This is insane. But that's basically tells us we are gonna get what we need here. Nothing to lock. I think it's a good bribery turn. Let's do that. See what we get. Chiron. We don't need a Chiron, right? I mean, a Chiron is not bad because a Chiron sends. We can use the Chiron to send 3 units into the graveyard. It gives +3 to... No, let's... We should do Avalok here.
It's time.
I didn't think about that. I really didn't think that through. I was panicked there a bit. I was running out of time and I didn't know what to do, so I didn't really think that through, but I think we can still be okay. There's 11 points here that, you know, that are currently invisible, so... Okay, now we need to poison. That's it. That at least confirms that the poisonous needs to come down, like, right now. That we... Unfortunately, we can't let him
Eyes closed, mouth
eat that up. So we're just gonna have that destroyed right away, right there. And his positioning of the Sliceout really was perfect as it did protect the Haymaker Protector here. So I'm really happy about that. Plus, if he does not decide to eat up Aguera here, we'll be pretty happy since you're not low rocked. Okay.
I live to serve you.
Eat it. Eat it. Eat it. I don't know why. Just eat it. Just eat it. Just eat it. Just eat it. Okay. I'm gonna put the lock on.
Help. If I live to see it.
Lock on right there, because he's still gonna get 1 more point of value from the frost stick. So I think it's okay for us to just lock that up for now. And oh, we need to play Mortrod next. Ooh. Synthesis is a great card to see come down, to be honest, so happy about that. That Ale of the Ancestors has gotten a little too much value, but we're okay for now. We're still okay. So play our Mortrod here, and then we will finish it off with it's a little tight on the back here. I've mistakenly played Margarita in the range row instead of the melee like I should have, but it is what it is. So we'll start off with this. Well then, it doesn't really matter what we eat, right? So we'll have to start off, because this just kills this and brings something else back to life. So the row is always going to be filled up. So we'll start off with the Plague Maiden. Okay. Then we can do this right here. Then we can do this right here. All of those are going to the graveyard. We can take the 3 points we want right there. Boost ourselves up by 10 and win another game with Mortrod in hand. That's fantastic. Like, I'm so surprised we're getting this to work, but 2 games in a row, MVP came through for us and won us the game. What a beautiful addition to this deck. Perfect. Alright, so that puts us on 3-0, going quite strong here. I still don't feel like this deck is as strong as it's showing right now, because when the whole deck, when our victory condition lies on Mortrod, it's like, you know, you're just gambling. It's just such a huge gamble. And I know that if we don't get this, we still have just Plague Maiden and we still have Orisial by themselves, which can get us an amazing amount of points, but I think that Mortrod has something special there.
Unleash the squall! Attack!
Unleash the squirrel! Yes, ma'am! Let's unleash it! Okay, we have one piece of poison, so I'm gonna get rid of you first. I'm gonna keep you out. Difficult call here to keep the poison or not. We have an okay chance at drawing more poison, but if we do not draw any more poison, we would be kind of stuck. So yeah, we are kind of stuck. So I'm gonna take out natural selection there. And these cards are kind of all over the place, and it's gonna be very difficult to play this round out, to be honest. We didn't really get, once again, no Siri, no Temerian infantry in this case would have been great. Yeah, a lot of missing cards, but our friend Mortrot is still sitting here with us.
Notice! All roads lead to Nilfgaard.
That's a pretty good start. I think we can also
You'll never take us alive!
have a pretty good start. Also, none of the slave hunters. Would have been nice. One slave hunter, we get an assembly trigger, so it's with 7 points in total, and maybe we get super lucky and our assembly trigger triggers into another assembly trigger that... Okay. We'll just put another engine down here.
What succession? The throne will be mine!
We'll just bring down another engine to get this train moving.
Your souls will propel this launch.
How do we feel about that? Frankly, no real feelings towards it at the moment. We can...
missiles shall your armor deflect.
We'll just take it slow here. We're still ahead, keeping in mind -2 plus 2, so we are 1 point ahead, plus the 5, so currently... Oh, he's got his own little Eggman coming down, huh? Unfortunately, can't be locked, but that's okay. He is clearly struggling in the department of removal, so we can quite easily put Skull down here, and if this triggers him to use the Eggman and something else to remove Skull, hey, then that's what happens, and we know we need to take a pass. But if he doesn't, I'll follow this up with a little bribery. You know, we'll go into his side of the board and be like, hey man, I got a few gold coins for you if you want to come over and play for the other team. And he's like, look, would love to come play for the other team. That's a nice set of coins, but I'm gonna give you my twin brother. You know, here's my twin brother. Or my twin sister. Or here's my twin spell, like the spell store. You take them. They look just like me, and they'll get the job done just as equally. That's a big card. Yeah, that is quite the big card. So what we'll do here is, I think I'm first going to bribery, and then I might use a leader charge on that. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, that makes me nervous. Oh, that makes me so nervous. That's gonna be a game, huh? Okay, I've got nothing to lock, so locking doesn't really do much. We can, I guess, put the Nilfgaardian Knight down. He is just 2 points more, so let's do that. And what are we gonna boost here? Okay, with being only 2 points behind, I think I don't want to lose Skull just yet, and I can afford to do this, so we can just tie it up here. Okay, that puts us now 1 point ahead. He passes, we get even. I pass, I'm currently 1 point ahead. But basically just using one. Okay, so he puts down quite a hefty card. Without having a second poison, we're kind of we're kind of outgunned at the moment. So he's got 8. We can do. He's got 9. We can do 8 ourselves. But where do we go from there? The only thing we have left after that is going to be the it's going to be the margarita. And plus we're giving up sort of a combo piece for later on. It would be wise to pause here. Yeah, it feels very wise. We can just call it here and I really don't want to though.
You wounded. Again.
I don't want to. I'm being greedy. I want to win this round. I want to see what my second round hand is, and then maybe optimize for a Mortar in the last play, or you know, at least have last saves so that the Mortar can be as safe as possible, because it is winning us games right now, and it's very hard to deny it. So the other thing we could do here is we could go for a tie. If we go for a tie, that's 6, 7, 8. So that's only a 9-point play.
I'll gladly help if I live to see it.
Okay, we're gonna take the round. It's just not enough, and I like last say. So we are gonna give up our only luck for this arena just to go and get that last say, and hopefully maybe we can have a phenomenal round 2 like we had in that second game, and you know, get all the right pieces. But maybe not. Even if come on buddy, I'm doing all the strategizing. You can't just leave me halfway through strategizing and leave. Do you know? That's rude. It's rude. I think he's gonna DC. It honestly looks like it's about a DC, unfortunately, huh? Imagine spending all this time strategizing to find out, like, actually, guy, you know what? I'm just out of this fight. You know, I'm out. Peace out. Have a good time. Like, doesn't. You can't just leave. Anyway, another victory under the belt. This one not as well deserved as some of the other ones we had so far, but it does nicely put us at 4 wins, 0 losses, and now gets us into the mid game where the game should be getting a little tougher, and this deck can start really trying to shine or start failing. But let's see what happens in the next game, and I'll be back shortly.
Keep a stiff neck.
What is that portrait? What is that portrait, right? Okay, you are the weakest one here. Everybody else here is sort of welcome to the party. Since you're poison and purify, I am tempted to keep you. I want to keep the 2 knights, just so the 2 soldiers, just so the siege leader can get 6 points in value, which might be a little greedy, but I think overall can be worth it. I think I really like what I see here. I'm gonna drop this just because we kind of need the poison package to come together, or not at all. Scoia'tale, what is this portrait? I don't think I've ever seen it. Is that one of the season's unlocks? Maybe I just haven't noticed.
Long live, etc., etc. Get rude! No haben rude!
Nice little counter there. Very unexpected. Like, the amount of times the light cavalry is gonna get you that kind of value is so low, but in this case we got lucky and we get that. So great start to the round. I'm gonna carry on this round with probably going with the Central Artificer next, and then the Engine Hifter Anyway, I'm just joking around. But yeah, then we'll play this next. We'll give it some shielding. We can do a slave hunt after that. Maybe damn sorceress and siege ladder to finish up the round. We could almost end up using the Wild Hunt Navigator as well, since dominance looks like it might be in the cards for us in this round. So I feel pretty decent about this round. We have a lot of we have a lot of bronzes here, but the bronzes aren't the worst in the world, and a lot of them can bring value to this round in their own right, like this little boy just did. He brought a lot of value. So that's just getting nature rebukes. That's nice. I know it might not seem like it's a nice thing, but that was quite a nice thing, because that means he's one nature rebuke down. Do we also... maybe I'll commit Brockbuck Hunter as well, depending on how this goes. If he does remove this, I might do Brockbuck Hunter as well. If he just decides to move it... oh, okay.
Warhawk Devarier!
Same thing. Basically, right?
That will do.
So we can counter this bleed right now. We will just do it with the siege ladder. So I think we're not that far behind. We're really close. We can win this with one card very easily. So we got Skull here to win the round for us. So what we'll do now is we'll do the siege ladder to move this to the back, give it +2 to prevent the Uncrate Warcrier from doing any more boosts, and then we can finish it off with a Skull. And that's... I'm thinking about dominance. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about, let's try and keep his power low to the ground all around so that we can establish dominance, and then maybe our final 2 plays can be Skull and the Wild Hunt Navigator, which combined are a total of 16 points. And since we're only 1 point behind right now, plus the additional 2, so 5. Okay, so he's gonna call it right there. Let's just keep this in mind. I'm still gonna go down 2 points. So I'm on 9. It doesn't really matter what we do. We have to play Skull out here. Okay, so we take the first round, get lost, say. Kind of aligns with what we're trying to do here. So that's first piece of the puzzle sorted. Now all we need... nope. It's okay. Okay. You first. You second. So we're not gonna get Siegfried. We have bribery, we have Nenike, we have the Temerian. We have a lot of good things here that together can... I was gonna say together can push this round, but then I look at this hand, I'm like, you know the problem is, the Plague Maiden just requires so much board space. She's so awkward to use that it might be a good idea to push because of how many points she can bring us at any given time. We need the board space. That's the thing. We just need that board space. That those 1/1s are worth so much, but the hand here is just lacking.
one's got spirit.
I'm gonna do it. Screw it. It's not the right choice. I really don't feel like I'm doing the right thing, but it's the Plague Maiden's space requirement is just it's just so much that. Okay, I'm happy to see that. I'm actually very happy to see that. We lose the assimilate trigger, but whatever.
Trident!
What we do get out of him is another piece of removal, so. I didn't want a bribery there because bribery could give us something where we would be in a position wishing maybe we play Temerian infantry first or something like that. So I really don't feel like a bribery is worth it at the current moment. On the bright side, we do have we do have the cupbearer. So if we play him first, bribery gives us an additional point. All a matter of how greedy are we? How greedy do we want to be? Okay, so he plays the ship.
Nasty wounds, those. But you'll live.
And then maybe we can just bribe her into a ship of our own. A Redanian archer comes down, huh?
With the eternal fire.
Or, at least overall, his hand is a little bit slow. Okay, so now we have an interesting decision to make here. He clearly couldn't catch up there, and he doesn't want to use a leader ability to get to us. So we could take the pass right now. Or we could be foolish and keep playing. I think sometimes you gotta take it, right? Considering he only needs 1 point to take the round here. It's too close for me to keep pushing. And I mean, when people start dropping cards like that, that's 10 points we would not have been able to deal with. So I think we made the right call here. Okay, Navigator, you're not good. Eggman, you're great, so thank you for coming around. The Enchantress as well. Really a letdown here. Okay, so I guess we just have a fun ton of removal. I don't know how else to phrase that, but we just have a fun ton of removal. Like, so he starts up with a Frightener. Is bribery the start to this round for us? I think it is, because we have nothing else. So let's see what we can get. Ooh, that is some really, really good cards.
I could do this all day.
We'll pick up the defender, no doubt about it. After 3 allied units are destroyed, wake up right now.
Back to the dust whence you came.
Let's help him destroy that. Let's help him awaken that Frightener, huh? No. Oh, Ildiko.
Father is dead, dearest.
Okay, well, Ildiko is very tough to deal with, so we're not gonna deal with it at all. We can finally get our Eggman down, so he can start getting his value.
For him. Yet what do I get?
He might have a hard time destroying his own unit. I don't see, well, so far throughout this entire game, he has not indicated any sort of consume play. So it might be good for us to maybe not kill any more of his units. We'll see. Didn't get the Mortrot as well. I didn't know why. Why, buddy? Oh, you make me sad. I just wish, like, sometimes you just want to draw a few Uromancies. You know, kind of guy, just get a few Uromancies to get a better consistency to the deck instead of always having to hope and pray that I can win the round based on the random. Oh no, just wait. Let's see what he plays. Yeah, that's cool.
Death to the enemy!
I want to say that Siri has come so little during this gameplay so far. I almost forgot we had Siri. I actually... I could kill that as well, right? I feel like killing that doesn't feel like the best play. I just don't want to weaken the Frightener. Honestly speaking, the Frightener scares me a little bit. If we can keep that Frightener on lockdown, I'd be happy.
Nasty business, that.
That's sort of fine.
The aroma. I'm dizzy with the lights.
Okay, last card. Is it good enough? Happy to see that. Well, what if it... Osriel, huh? Damn! Osriel? Okay. Alright, another victory in the back for us. Well worth it. I think that Osriel was a little scary. That Frightener, wow. We're lucky that was a dead card. I mean, that was the difference between us winning and losing, and kind of happy to have taken a step back on not, you know, taking out of any of his units. And what is this? So creepy. So cool though. Anyway, that's another game down and one for us. That puts us all the way up to 5 wins and no losses. Excuse me, what? Is that possible? Is this really? Is this worth 5-0? I mean, kind of, right? Kind of. Well, we'll see how much more it can keep dishing out on the fuel it has before we take a hit. Let's jump into our next game.
Ested esa crisa.
All right. Well, we got quite a nice hand here. I think this just looks like a winning round 1 hand. We can do 1, 2. Got the poisons here alone, so the poison go. Oh, that's really strong. So honestly, almost feels like a little too strong. So how do we start this round off with? Or who do we start this round off with? All these guys are sort of proactive and they want somebody else to be on board before they come down. So I guess the hunter is... Okay, piercing missile to start off with. A little annoying only because...
Awaiting your orders.
our hand is a little awkward. This is going to determine whether we're going to...
Was it so plowing crummy in Nilfgaard?
This will just determine what we're going to do this round. And I think...
Like an old fool.
And I think this is an okay start. If he does have some sort of toll removal, I did keep Siri just in case it's a backup plan to get out of the round early. But if he does not, we've won this round. I will play the Sintra.
Honor and glory!
Now, why are you both ranged? could purify the entire board right now. I don't want Eggman to go on for too long without getting a target, so what I'm gonna do is I will do this.
Yield and save me some time.
For now. It does seem like it's not the most optimal play, but we're okay. What we can do is we'll Centurion Enchantress the Temerian Infantry next up. Okay, that's fine. That's gonna hit a little bit of armor and lose some value in the beginning.
May your blade never dull. May your hand never waver.
And then we can do this, and if he's really starting to push for the round, I mean, we're gonna finish this off right now with the Nenike, and then we'll see where the chips land. That's such a late engine, such a late addition to the game. So we could either Skull, or we could Nenike in this situation. If I play Skull, it's gonna get hit by 1. He's gonna also hit it with Sigvald with by 1. It's gonna need 3 to die. Doesn't seem that difficult to obtain right now. So let's do the Nenike play.
Thank Melitele.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for now. If he does, I mean, if he does decide to play here, he has to take it off in this round. And he misses, to be honest. He just misses. I'm okay to pass here. Honestly, we have our engine going, so we are getting that Siri value. So he's gonna, let's say he's gonna take out Siri. Puts him only 4 points ahead. No, shouldn't have. Maybe I should have played Skull as well, because that Skull would have. What would have the Skull done? Let's like, honestly speaking, what would the Skull have done here? It would have just been a target, and then he couldn't have targeted Siri and Skull at the same time, and potentially that would have led to us winning the round. So Skull would have been the correct play. Yeah. Skull definitely would have been the correct play. He would have, if I had played Skull in that situation, he would have passed. We would have taken the round. I think because of the way things stand at the moment, we kind of let the doors open for him to do whatever he wants. And does he? No. Oh, it's Berserk 4. It's no Berserk 5. You're Berserk 4, buddy! Oh, shame! You got nerfed, you see? I didn't read that part of the nerf. Once again, don't focus on constructed enough to basically care. Because, you know, the nerfs and the things in constructed very, very rarely affect Arena in any sort of way. It's... Oh, please push me! Yes!
Halt! Don't retreat! Damn it!
I mean, I'm happy, but I'm also not happy because, you know.
Cast off your arms.
We're sort of strong. We're gonna really put the power, the points down right off the bat, to give him kind of a headache and make it awkward to pass of any sort. So
I hope we can trust you.
we're gonna lock that engine up. Still 6 points ahead. He's gonna have to pass very soon. So I am in. Oh, that's very early, buddy.
You take the left, and I'll take the right.
If he takes the pass now, perfect.
Negotiate with terrorists? Never.
Perfect. I mean, we still don't have last save, but I mean, in terms of how that worked out, it was perfect. Like, we gave him the polite pass. We said, here you go, you can take the pass now, and we won't punish you too much for it, and he did. And then we had our purify in place, so we knew his carryover would not be worth much. Awkward. Are you worth more? Yeah, you are. The siege ladder can go. Okay, we got some decent starts. Yes, we can start off with
Catch him! He's worth 20
the slave
florins.
hunter. We don't have a poison package, but that's fine. We have purify, so at least with the cupbearer, we know that we have something in hand to help us out and around. Still very unfortunate how these draws have gone. Like, these draws genuinely could have been a little bit better. One of these would have been phenomenal. Bribery would have been okay.
Aim between the eyes. Leave none alive.
Strong start. Very, very strong start.
We will be together.
I'm gonna keep this around just in case we need 4 points with the removal. Like, there's that small chance that we might need it. So I'm gonna keep it around for a little bit. I know that with
You will not regret this, good sir.
Death to Old One!
Still, I don't see a reason to trigger that, but now we are in a little bit of a different situation where triggering it is okay since it might die. So let's get those. Let's offload those points right now. I think Scoia'tale is fine. Doing that to Scoia'tale right now, you know, it just ensures that Black Railer, huh? Well, that's unfortunate because that means the Mortar can never work.
We conquered Gesso. These Nordling scum are no better.
That's so unfortunate, man. That's so bad because we are a little bit ahead at the moment, so we're doing okay in that department. But
Rather die than bend a knee to the Emperor.
But in all honesty,
Roma, I'm dizzy with the lights.
like, there's no. Oh, it's got one armor. It's got one armor. What was I thinking? It's got one armor. I forgot it. I'm so sad. What a misplay. Let's just. Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. You know what? Actually, never mind. It was never gonna survive. So even that one armor feels good. That that we're playing Mortar lost, I guess. Does he have it in his deck? He doesn't. Wow, a dead leader ability. That's so crappy. I'm sorry, Morrison. That is just very unfortunate to have a dead leader ability like that and going into round 3. So that's it. That's gonna be it. Like 6 games in a row, all victories. Going into game number 7, so we're going into the most difficult part of the arena, the last mile. But so far, it's been a great time, and until next time, peace out. Have fun.